Tom, I just received your carburetors and your note concerning your confusion as to which cable you need to pull on the dash to install the correct Solex carburetors, because your carburetors have been replaced and your cables have been modified accordingly. This cable right here, this is the long cable, and this one goes. Envision your carburetors are installed and your air log goes right here, and this long cable is going to go down to the center of the Solex carburetors. And this long cable, I'm going to put it underneath here for the time being, just to keep it from springing around. Let's see. Well, let's do this. Let's turn it up like this. Let's put it up here for the time being. Okay, so that's the long cable, and you've got a short cable which goes to the rear of the carburetors right about this point right here, and this is your hot choke. This is your main choke, cold choke, and this is your hot choke. Now if we go into the dash, I've got the two knobs pulled out that control these. So here's this knob right here, here's this knob right here. Now then, the main choke cable that I believe has been cut and modified that needs to come out and be sent to us is this one right here, and this is the one that operates the cold choke, and that's the long cable. And so what I'm going to do is move this in and out, and you'll see what I'm talking about when that cable moves. See it moving? Now, it doesn't move very well because whoever installed this didn't lubricate it, and and it needs to be lubricated before it goes together. But anyway, that's the long cable, and that is the knob right next to the starter. It's an ignition switch, so that makes the most sense. The one that you need the most is right next to the ignition switch. Now then, this is the shorter cable. It's called the hot choke, and it is never used on these cars to my knowledge, and it operates the shorter cable. But it'll be hooked up when you install your carburetors, because you're going to be needing to hook it up and to the hot choke mechanism if you still have it. If not, we'll fix you up with one of those. Anyway, so those are the two cables, and this is the one that I think that you need to send to me. Now, you will determine that by checking your car. And what I was suggesting in terms of removing this thing, the knob unscrews, and this chrome escutcheon unscrews, and then the switch assembly comes out from the back. What I've run into, and you've got two little teeny holes on here that you have to use a special pinching tool that pinches down, then you unscrew this escutcheon. Well, the escutcheon likes to stick to the paint, and if you're not careful, what happens is the little pincher tool will slip out of here and scratch your paint. So always put tape around here to protect your paint. But when it slips out of the little holes right here, I don't know if you can see if there's a little hole right there or not. Anyway, if it slips out of the hole, it ruins your little chrome escutcheon, because these are, I believe these are brass or aluminum. Anyway, so what I suggest to people is you go in behind the dash and you try to loosen. In fact, this one's already loose. Check that out. See, I can rotate this from the back and grab a hold of this and break it free, so that this can, so I don't have to use a special tool and I don't have to endanger the paint. So whoever installed this one they left it loose and didn't install it correctly, because it's not lubricated and it's very hard to move. So I've got my work to do here, but also that gives you an idea how to approach your car. And I think it's pretty straightforward, and if you have any questions, you certainly can call and ask me. Thank you, and good luck.